Hello, my name is Nick Pearson, and I'm here with my colleagues today, Tyler Ullman, Chen-Xing Shi, and Sienna Ticelli, to present our recommendations regarding Johnson Snacks and customer profitability. So what we're going to be going over today in this presentation is the information that we're missing from the company, a segmentation of customers, and a subsequent profitability analysis regarding their segments. We'll then be discussing Discount 2U's request and how it would impact profitability and other aspects of the company. And after that, we'll discuss our recommendations for what Johnson Snacks should do and its impact on the future. So the information we're missing is first regarding the whether the new shipment that Discount 2U is requesting, whether it would increase the units by 33% or not. We're going to be assuming that it wouldn't be because they make no mention of paying us more or increasing what we're selling. We're also missing other opinions of Johnson Snack employees. We only received input from three employees, and they seemed to be pretty biased. After that, we're missing the opportunity for growth in customer segments and whether we should focus on one of them in particular or whether they remain pretty stagnant. We don't have the company's overall profitability, which is mentioned in the case study. However, it's just said that the company knows what it is. And we also don't have the fixed costs of Johnson Snacks and what they're attributable to. In terms of our distribution channels, we have three main ones, the grocery store, drugstore, and mass merchandising. The grocery store makes up 74% of revenue and 85% of total profit, which we've determined is a high revenue, high profit segment. The drugstore has 14% of revenue, but only 10% of profit, which we've looked at as kind of a lower revenue, but very high profit, good margin segment. And then the mass merchandising makes up 12% of revenue, but only 5% of profit, which seems like a low revenue and a low profit. The profitability analysis, as you can see here, we've decided that the grocery segment is our most important as they have the highest revenue and highest profit. So we should focus on a commitment to customer success with them. With the drug segment, it's a high basic service or customer interaction. The profit is high, but the revenue is not remarkable relatively. So we would like to increase our total sales with them or increase efficiency to lower costs and increase margins by more. And then in the mass merchandising segment, the revenue and profit are low relatively. So we're going to be reviewing our reasons for business with them and whether we should continue to have business with them.
So Discount 2U, our single mass merchandising customer, has been complaining about our own poor performance. They wrote a letter that attributed our failures and shortcomings to frequent stockouts and availability problems. Also, they say we lack customer service efficiency, as well as that our prices are too high. To retain them as a customer, they demand that we increase our weekly delivery frequency from 3 times a week to 4 times a week. And we must purchase and install an automated order inquiry system. And lastly, we must decrease our own product price by 5%. So as I briefly mentioned, Discount 2U wants an extra delivery day a week. Increasing from 3 to 4 days a week would significantly increase the quantity of deliveries Johnson Snacks puts out each week by 33%. Based on the analytics and financials I received, our costs and expenses related to mass merchandising is $542,000. Now, if we were to add an extra delivery day to the week to appease Discount 2U, our new delivery costs would amount to around $179,000 roughly. So 33% of our expenses in mass merchandising would now be going toward delivery costs if we met this demand. And if we were inclined to purchase and install an automated order inquiry system, the cost would amount to around $300,000. Now, this piece of technology could be extremely beneficial for us across our customer segments, not just mass merchandising. So we have to look at this particular demand on a larger scale. The advantages it brings is transferable across all sectors, as it can improve our customer service, increase our own responsiveness to operational problems. It would also assist in maintaining more control over the orders and data, as it eliminates the human error associated with manual input systems. So with the increase in accuracy, our processing and shipping time would be reduced, and therefore we could see a possible rise in efficiency. But there also are disadvantages. The impending problems I can foresee with this advanced piece of technology is that it is extremely costly. The fact that this purchase is being recommended by our least profitable customer is cause for concern. It would take a significant amount of time to make our money back on such an expensive investment, with discount to use still involved in our expenses. Additionally, the $300,000 is just the foundational cost. This cost still doesn't take into consideration the maintenance and operating costs of the system, nor does it factor in the training expenses that would be spent to train our team to handle this new innovative technology and incorporate the system overall into our operations. And the last demand they had for us is that we would have to decrease our product price by 5%. Currently, our product price for mass merchandising is $1.40. And after a 5% reduction to that, the price would come out at $1.33. Now, the mass merchandising revenue with the original price is $560,000. And after reducing our prices, our new revenue would amount to $532,000 for the mass merchandising segment. So that is a 5% decrease in our total mass merchandising revenue overall. And to put that into perspective, that is $28,000 lost per year, which is a huge hit to this segment, as it is already low in comparison to grocery and drugstore revenues. So in the grand scheme of things, for the first year, if we were to adhere to the demands from Discount to You, as our sole mass merchandising customer, we'd pay a costly $506,860 in expenses and investment ventures.
Okay, so there are many pros and cons to mass merchandising. For Johnson Snacks, our mass merchandising actually has a higher unit sales than our drugstores. Also, mass merchandising has a very high perceived potential profit, so it could bode very well for us to keep mass merchandising as one of our segments. And we already have a relationship established with a mass merchandiser, which is Discount to You, and it is more financially smart and better to maintain a relationship with a current customer than build a new one. And mass merchandising is also profitable in our company. Although it is not as profitable as the grocery store or the pharmacy segment, it is still profitable. There are also some cons to mass merchandising. It has the lowest revenue and the lowest profit of all three segments, and it only accounts for 12% of our revenue and only 5% of our profit. Mass merchandising also requires larger trucks than the grocery store and the pharmacy segment to get our products. And also Discount to You requires Johnson Snacks to cover the suggested retail price with a sticker that says it's reduced price in stores. And the last thing is that demands are also changing with the new generation of consumers entering markets and advancements in technology and growth in online shopping. New demands could potentially threaten the profitability of mass merchandising. So the question should be asked is, should Johnson Snacks maintain the relationship with Discount to You or not? So our first option is to meet the demands of Discount to You and maintain our relationship with them. By looking at the numbers, we can see the profitability of this option. So before the Discount to You made their demands, we were profiting at $399,500 off of our grocery stores, pharmacy segments, and mass merchandising. However, in order to keep Discount to You as our only mass merchandising customer, we must meet their demands. But it has actually turned our profit into a loss. So with the new automated system and the 5% price drop and the extra day of delivery, our profit has turned from $399,500 into a net loss of $107,360. And because of this loss, keeping Discount to You as a customer might not be the most financially beneficial decision. So our other option would be to drop them. So option 2 would be to drop Discount to You in order to maintain a profit. As I said in the last slide, our revenue before Discount to You changed their demands was $399,500. So if we drop Discount to You as a customer, then we will lose our mass merchandising segment, which will decrease our revenue by $560,000 and our costs by $542,000, and it will decrease our overall profit by $18,000. So we will have a new net profit of $381,500. If we drop Discount to You as a customer, we will also lose our customer base in mass merchandising because Discount to You is our only mass merchandising customer.
So here is our response to the letter. And we think our decision should be, we should drop Discount to Use requirements. So here are 3 reasons for this decision. So at first, as an analysis, so merchandise is not very profitable and high revenue segment because the grocery segment or the drug segment has more profit and more revenue. So maybe we should make our focus move to that other 2 segments. And the second reason is this requirement will greatly improve the cost of the supply system because we have to just install a new system and improve our times of delivery. So the total cost would increase a lot. So we think it's not very profitable to do so. And the third reason is that this is only Discount to You have complained about these 3 points, these 3 constraints. So maybe Johnson Snacks should fulfill the requirements of other key customers' requirements. Next slide. So here are some other recommendations if we just drop the requirements of Discount to You. So at first, we can still install the automated order inquiry system because it's a very important critical point about the responsiveness. So it is, we can just ask for other segments' opinion about whether we should install this system. And the second point is that we should focus on whether we should expanding the drug segment because we don't have a lot of revenue on this segment, but it is a very profitable segment. So I think it's a good idea to do so. So the third recommendation is that we should still maintain our customer profitability analysis to keep up to date with the Johnson's performance. So, and the last point is that we should expand beyond Southeastern region because this is a local operation business. So maybe we can just expand our business to other places so we can earn more profit. So here is a real case of the real company. So the Luminous supplied industry solutions just turned down the contract from InBev because of a 120-day period that InBev decided should be the new standard of the pay period. So as we know, many companies have faced some maybe financing problems. So they ask for a new pay periods, maybe 120 days, like this example. So, but it is not unacceptable. It is unacceptable for the suppliers to this proposal, because maybe 120 days is a too long period for them to just make their supplies, make their products. So they just turn down InBev, although they have a lot of revenue parts to these suppliers. So that's my part. So here is the sources of our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. We'll be
That's
happy to answer any questions.